Aries, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Aries, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. I have a Facebook group, so if you would like to join, it's called Tarot with Joanna. Also, if you would like a personal reading from me, let me know, comment on the video, or email me. All right, so let's get started. Aries, see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aries spirit. Two cards for Aries for their highest good. One more card. Nice, nice, nice. You have reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Nice. Very nice. Well, the card says it all. You are on the right path. You don't need to worry because this is where you're supposed to be. You are reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Wow, that's beautiful. You are the light, you guys. Nice things are here. You also have joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Be happy about things, big or small, you guys. Enjoy life. Live in the moment, okay? Savor the moment. Wow. All right, so Aries, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. One card for the current. This is for Aries. One for the situation. One for the past or now. One for what you need, for what's hidden, I'm sorry. One for what the hopes and the fears. What you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow. And at the end of the tarot deck, you did get the, wow, Ten of Swords. So definitely something is coming to an end, you guys. It could have been a situation or just the things that you're going through. A lot of things that you're going through, obstacles, things that just not working out for you. You're leaving a lot of things behind, so it's really good. Wow. You're having a lot of ideas. You're putting ideas out there, so it's good. Very good. I also see that there's abundance here. Abundance. Nice. All right. So let's see what's going on. You start off with the Three of Cups, which is very nice. I like that. There's celebration here. There's support here. Nice. I like that. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is talking about, you're reviewing everything. You're trying to decide what your next step is. And I do feel like there is a decision here because you have it here, you have it there. So definitely a decision. You have the, wow, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is asked for the past or now. And they're asking you, don't give up on anything. You're getting there. So don't give up. New doors are opening for you. Okay, so don't give up. And I do believe it's now. Even though you're tired, you're hurt, you're frustrated, don't give up. You do have the Seven of Cups here. And the Seven of Cups is talking about, for what's hidden, is talking about that decision. They're asking you to be realistic about everything because you do want a lot. Really focus on what you want to create and do, especially like your dreams. Put them out there and start doing them because you have a lot that you want to create. You want a lot of things. All right, Aries, and then you have the High Priestess down here for the hopes and fears. Feel like you need to start trusting your intuition, and use your intuition on things, okay? Because the High Priestess is saying that you have that inner power, that inner gift. You have that gift of intuition, but you need to start using it. You have the Two of Swords here for what you need to do now. The Two of Swords is asking you to take that blindfold off and really see things for what they are. I feel like that decision is here, and I feel like you need to go within, like really focus or go with and reflect, okay? Because that decision is going to be very difficult for you to make, but you're going to need to make it, okay? And then you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is talking about, you reminiscing about the past, thinking about everything, your childhood memories, things that have happened, people that have passed also is here. Wow. I also feel like for some of you guys, because there's a huge transformation that's going on, all these changes that are coming in, I do feel like you're going through a healing also. You have the Justice card here for the outcome, and the Justice card is saying that things are going to balance out for you. Any legal matters that you're dealing with, they're going to be in your favor. So, wow. All right. So, Aries, take what resonates with you, Aries, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Aries. There is an there is an ending here. So there's going to be a lot of change coming in also. There's endings, there's just a lot here, okay? All right. So you have the 3 of Cups, and why is the 3 of Cups here? Take what resonates with you, Aries, and leave the rest. Oh, okay. All right. So you do have the 3 of Cups. You have the 7 of Wands. I feel like at times that, there are a lot of times that, I feel like you don't let people help you. I feel like with the 3 of Cups that you have a lot of support around you. Um, I feel like also too that there is some kind of celebration coming in for you guys, and of course Christmas is coming. But with the 7 of Wands, I'm sorry, I feel like you need to put boundaries, and I feel like you need to stand up for yourself. Also, I feel like you need to guard your and protect yourself. Like not because of somebody's going to try to come after you, nothing like that. It's just that you do a lot for everyone, and I feel like at sometimes you feel like down. You feel like let down by a lot of things that are going on. Hold on, you guys. Okay, it's nobody. Um, and I also feel like and I feel like you just need to protect yourself and be guarded. Like also too, it's okay to let other people help you, because I do feel like you try to do everything by yourself. And I feel like you really need to let others help you, that it's okay to let other people help you. You don't need to do it all by yourself. I do feel like there's going to be financial opportunities for you. I feel like you could be learning something new, and you're curious about learning something new. You're wanting that different, different change to come through, because you're curious about a lot of things. I feel like there's financial opportunities here for you also. And I do feel like there's messages coming in. You have the 7 of Pentacles here. And why is the 7 of Pentacles here for Aries? Wow. So you are definitely reviewing everything. I feel like you're trying to figure out what your next step is with the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like, you've been working very hard at everything that you try to achieve. And I feel like you are definitely trying to make a decision here. Like what your next step is, what you're wanting to invest in. Also, like put your money in so it'll work out. I feel like also too you have that decision here, but I also feel like you need to have patience for everything, because you've been working very hard on things, and sometimes you don't see the results all the time, and that's why you're reviewing everything. Like I did this, I did that, and how come I don't get this, and how come I don't get that, and sometimes you just need to really step back and look at things differently, okay? Because I feel like you're wanting something different here. I feel like you're trying to make plans or wanting to make plans. I feel like there's a decision here that you're going to contemplate also. I feel like you need to follow your heart, especially if it involves money, your career, or something like that. I feel like you just need to follow your heart on things, okay? Um, wow, very nice. But really, really try to follow your heart though, because when the Knight of Cups shows up, I do feel like, you're in that mode where, you want something different. You're dreaming of something different, but they're asking you also to trust your intuition on things, okay? Especially any decision that you're trying to make. You have the 9 of Wands here. The 9 of Wands is saying that even though you've been hurt and tired and you're frustrated and you want to give up at times, you don't. They're asking you not to. They're asking you to keep pushing forward, because everything that's going to come in for you is going to be very nice for you. But it's just that you're going through the process of making all these decisions and needing to do this and needing to do that. But it's the process of it. Like you are going through a huge transformation right now. You're wanting different things, but they're telling you, don't give up on anything, because it's going to be worth the wait. Wow. Um, you do have the 7 of Cups here. Why is the 7 of Cups here? Wow, look at that. Did I not tell you you're going through a huge transformation here? We're all going through this huge transformation where we're all changing. And definitely you did get the Death card here. And also too, this means the Death card also means that there's endings here. And you definitely are going to go through an ending. Things are going to change. They're not going to be the same anymore. But I feel like when things change for you, because there's a lot of things that you want, but there's also a decision that you're going to have to make very soon. Be realistic with it. You know, you want so much. You know, this person, they're looking at everything, right? They want this, they want that, they want the big house, they want the car, they want to go do this, but you know, you got to be real. We got to be real with your decisions. You know, really be objective, really look at everything. Because things are going to change. And I do believe that they're going to change for the better for you, Aries, because you are going towards happiness, you know, and that's what you want. You want celebration with with your family, getting together, you know, enjoying life, and that's really what you want. And that's what you're going to be receiving, you know, but that they're asking you really make that decision carefully. You have the high priestess down here. And why is the high priestess here for the hopes and fears? One more cards. Wow. You know, you've been working very hard. You know, you're very persistent, you know, in your work. You know, you work hard. You do what you need to do to make that money. You know, I feel like all your efforts are going to pay off. You know, even at times when you feel like they're not, you know, you are going to receive the material success that you want, you know, but you got to hang in there. And they're asking you to trust your intuition, to go within and reflect, because you are going to be making decisions also. I feel like there is abundance here, and there could be some kind of promotion here for you also. But I do feel like that may be the decision also that you may be contemplating very soon. One of them. Um, I feel like you need to nurture yourself because, you know, even though you work very hard and you make the money and you're hustling here and you're doing this and you're doing that, you still need to start nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself, because the Queen of Pentacles is here. She's a multitasker. She does it all. She can do it all, right? But one thing that she does lack is not taking care of herself. And they're asking you to take care of yourself now. Start changing your ways into trying to take care of you, because it's time. You know, and it doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to take care of me and I'm going to take care of, you know, my grandbabies, or I'm going to take care of me while I go and do it. It means taking care of yourself, like eating better, sleeping better, you know, going to your doctor appointments, doing what you need to do because it's time. Okay. They're asking you to, you know, you work very hard to get where you're at, that they want you to nurture yourself, take care of yourself. You have the Two of Swords here for what you need to do now. And why is it Two of Swords here? So, with the Two of Swords here, I feel like you really, okay, thank you, Spirit. I feel like you really need to take off that blindfold and really be objective with your decisions, because this is a decision that you're going to be making, a huge decision. So be ready for that. Be objective and really look at both sides of it. I feel like you need to go within and really reflect, because there are things sometimes that you don't see. You know, you're in your mind a lot about a lot of things here. You're tired, you're very overwhelmed, you're not really resting the way you should or eating the way you should, and they're asking you to really stop and really, you know, have peace in your mind and have peace in your heart, you know, to where you're able to really think clearly. A lot of good things are coming in, don't get me wrong, but there is just you're in the go go go, you know, and you really need to stop and take care of yourself. You do have the Empress here, and she's nurturing herself. You need to nurture yourself, and that means resting, taking care of yourself better. I feel like you have a lot of ideas, like you're an entrepreneur, that you want to create a lot of things. You know, you're going to have a lot of ideas to put out there. They're asking you to be persistent with what you want to create, with what your dreams and what you want to create, because you do have the Page of Cups here. When the Page of Cups shows up, it says there's new opportunities here. Also messages here. Feel like you need to be persistent with your dreams to make them come true, you know, and not give up on them, because you have what it takes to create what it is. You never give up. You're an Aries. You know, you're always there to do what you need to do. You know what you need to do, so you do it all the time. So, wow, that's very nice. They're also asking you to really look at, pay attention to the dreams that you're having when you wake up in the morning or dreaming, because try to remember them, because there are intuitive messages that they're leaving for you. Um, you have the Six of Cups here. And why is the Six of Cups here for Aries? One more card. Wow. Okay. So I do feel like you're going through some kind of healing here because you are going through a transformation like we all are. We all of us are. We're all a lot of things are ending for us. A lot of people are leaving our lives and things are just changing in general for everyone. And they're all moving forward. Everyone's moving forward. Regardless of how we see things, we are all going to move forward. This is just something how we're feeling, we're doing, stuff like that. But you are going through a healing, you know, and I feel like you're very nostalgic right now, thinking of the past. I feel like you really need to leave the past though, okay? Like it's okay to think of the past, you know, but think happy thoughts, happy memories, okay? They want you to be positive. Remember, it is you that creates your own world. You know, if you live in a world that's negative, it's going to be negative. If you live in a world that's happy, it's going to always be happy. It's always you're always going to be grateful. You're always going to bring in the blessings that you want. But it's up to you to be positive. Because right now we're in this energy where we're manifesting what we think. So if you're thinking, I'm never going to get this. I'm never going to do that. You know, that's what you're bringing in. Okay. So really know that. You're also, you have the Queen of Wands here. Stop caring so much about what other people think. Stop caring so much about what they're doing, what they're saying, what they're looking at. Stop doing that. Think of yourself. Be the light for yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody else does. You do for you. You know, this Queen of Wands, she follows her own light. She does her own thing because she knows she's different. She doesn't have to follow nobody. She's not the follower. She's the leader. And that's what you are, Aries. Be the leader that you are, okay? Because that's who you are. Whether you're male or female, don't matter. You are a leader. So follow your own light, okay? Because you are the light. People see you in a different way. They reach out to you. They are happy to see you, you know? So remember that. So you have the Justice card here for the outcome, Aries. And why is the Justice card here? Wow. Okay. I do feel like you need to trust your intuition a lot, though, more, because you do have the Moon card here. And I do feel like at times you don't see clearly. But it's okay, because this is just because the full moon's here. The Justice card is here, so there is a truth here that's going to come out. Okay, so just remember that. There's truth here that something is going to come out, some kind of truth, you're going to speak your truth about something. Because you have the Queen of Swords here. When the Queen of Swords comes here, whether you're male or female, she starts thinking about what she needs to speak about. You know, she's very blunt. She's very strong-willed. She knows how to handle herself no matter what. Even if she can't see what's in front of her, she still knows how to handle herself. And this is you, Aries. And they're saying, you know, speak your truth about what it is that you're wanting to speak about. Start speaking your truth. You know, I feel like it's you that needs to speak about something. But it's going to come very soon also. So be aware of that. And I feel like when this happens, I feel like something is going to change big for you. So just know that. There's going to be a truth here. So just any truth. It could be, you could hear it or you're going to say it. One of those. It's going to be here. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. You have this beautiful gift. Use it. Okay, trust yourself. Right now you may not be seeing clearly, but you know. You deep down, you know how to handle yourself. Aries. Wow. Beautiful reading. All right, Aries. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.